Disney Channel.
What's this podcast called?
Sepsis from Planet Weird.
Podcast from Planet Weird.
Oh, Luck of the Irish. More like freak me in the eyeballs.
I love this movie.
No!
I told you not to bring up prom in this episode.
Oh, you want to talk about prom, mama? Drama-ka-flama, baby. I was nominated for winner for
God damn it!
Hi, divas.
I was gonna do a thing.
Oh, never mind.
It's Podcast from Planet Weird with your hosts, Juan and Sarah. Yay!
We are in the studio with the Kermit, the mother-tucking frog. Hi, Kermit.
Move your shirt so it looks like it's his mouth. So stupid. Never mind. Anyways, hello everyone. This is Juan and Sarah. How are you, our fellow Muppet freaks?
Diva night. It's Divas night.
It's Miss Piggy's night. If they did like...
Diva night.
If at one of those gay clubs you go to, they do like a Miss Piggy night.
You bet your ass. Everyone would show up in a little snout, ears looking like Penelope looking ass.
Well, no, like on this, like if they have a screen, I don't know what clubs have these days.
Sometimes they have TVs.
If there's a TV, they show the water sequence, her fantasy. Imagine.
I'm gonna say this and start by saying this. This is camp.
I'm gonna say this and start by saying this. Is what you just said.
And I did start by saying that. This is camp. This movie is camp.
Well, this is Juan and Sarah here on Podcast from Planet Weird, and we talk about, movies.
Cinema. Películas.
Una película, you might say.
Sometimes made for TV movies.
But not
straight
this
to VHS.
one. Not this one. Oh, no.
She has grandeur. She has elegance.
Because today we are talking about a theatrical film, one of the best to ever grace the silver screen. That's right, it's The Great Muppet Caper.
Didn't this one lead to the downfall of the Muppets?
No. Welcome to Muppet Movie May.
Wow! That was Mario. I was trying to go for a Kermit and I went, wow! That was Luigi.
That's when we do Luigi months.
Waluigi Wednesdays.
Mario month May. Next year, once Chris Pratt's shitty Mario movie comes out.
Once that flops so
hard.
hard.
That got pushed back, didn't it?
It's already showing some bad turbulence.
Because didn't Miyamoto say like...
I'm not doing this?
Yeah, or maybe because Sonic did really well or something. I don't know.
What?
I don't know. I just saw a tweet. That's all. Hello to the Patreon viewers. You can see that we are decked out in Muppets attire. I've got my shorts on. Can we get a little commotion for the shorts?
Woo! Woo! Woo!
Kermit on my ass.
Oh. Cheeked up on a Tuesday.
Anyways, what a lovely month this is. I thought, Juan's birthday month, what does he love more than anything?
Anything in the whole wide world?
The Muppets. If there's anyone on this podcast who loves the Muppets,
it's me.
It's this guy.
It's definitely not you.
It's
always
this guy because, name your favorite Muppet.
Good. Animal.
Okay.
Actually, I connected with Animal this movie.
I get that.
I felt him.
I do.
And Song and Spirit.
I see that. But you do have a Muppet shirt today.
I do have a Kermit shirt. I bought this in junior high.
Mm-hmm.
I got this in junior high school.
I don't know, canonically I guess that's where his ears are, but he doesn't have, ears.
Where the hell else would his ears be?
Well, he doesn't have, holes or convex ears where they're out. So,
They're concave.
He doesn't have, holes, though. They're just secret?
Hey, Siri, where are Kermit's ears? Kermit Mickey ears. Exactly what I wanted.
Kermit Mickey Mouse ears.
Exactly what I was looking for.
Capitalism said, okay, sweetie.
Here you go.
Yeah, we'll talk about The Great Muppet Caper, our first movie of Muppet Movie May in a minute. But first, Juan, how are you? we just saw each other a few days ago, so not much has happened probably.
I'm good. I had a large breakfast. Do I feel the ramifications of that? No.
What'd you have?
3 omelets.
Okay.
And a bowl of cereal.
What kind of cereal?
Cornflakes.
Because I just remembered that you love plain cereal.
I just hate everything else.
I had like a proper breakfast this morning. My brother made French toast for us.
Bacon and strawberries.
Yeah.
Cottage cheese and cherries.
No. French toast. What is
eggs over easies, bagel and cream cheesies.
Bagel and cream cheese, cereal and milk. Cereal and milk. They should play that at the club.
People would lose it.
No, but he made French toast out of sourdough bread, and you might think, oh,
disgusting.
Doesn't sound good. It was good.
All right. The sweet and the sour.
First they're sour, then they're sweet. We should say this is the first time in 5 ever that we're recording on like a weekend.
On broad daylight. This is daylight. We don't have lights on.
This is Dead by Daylight. We have...
I was playing that before you got here, and I was doing poorly.
Of course. For some reason, Juan's family does not have the AC on, and I'm about to call CPS on...
I'm about to call CPS on my family.
Because this is not okay. It's 96 degrees outside. Like, we just hit past 95, and now they decide to turn the AC. Last time I was here, it was on.
I can't tell you.
I came here thinking that precedent had been set, that the AC would be on all summer long.
No.
We have a window open and a fan on, that's it.
I opened up the window because my room will literally get so... Are we recording? Okay. Did you see? Did the camera catch my eyes just like...
Oh, I was staring this way, and then I finally realized you were staring at something.
Oh my god. What was I saying?
You have a window open.
I have a window open because my room will literally, because I'm such a warm-bodied person. I can't I can't regulate my body temperature well, so I'll get so hot that this room will get so dense. It will feel so heavy in this room full of heat. Mm-hmm. So I open up the window to let some of that out. If the AC were on, I would also do the same thing.
You're not supposed to have the AC on and a window open.
I know, but like it just I want air. I want airflow.
Tell me how I'm supposed to breathe with no air. Everyone,
sweaty.
Check the progression of the pit stains as we go, because I'm sure I will just get sweatier and sweatier.
It'll be hideous. I don't know why my parents don't like the AC. People are like, electrical bills, well, pay them.
Yeah, like you're not the only family that doesn't like turning on the AC.
I would have mine on year round.
But honey, don't live here then. Don't live here then if you're not gonna.
If you're not willing to pay the money, don't live here.
AC should just be free here. Let's talk about that. Joe Biden, get to work.
Joe Biden, do something. Can you make AC
something free here? Like, do you know how much that would like help people?
You know what's funny is that Doug Ducey made all these like summer camp things free for kids.
And we can't even pay for the AC.
And we can't even pay for the AC. Is my acne that bad?
Those kids think they're getting AC this summer. Think again.
They're dead.
No. Nothing has really happened to me over the weekend. Marty hurt his paw. I almost texted you and said, I can't come over.
I would have been, okay, let's Zoom it. Because I don't want to do it during the week.
I can't come over. Marty's paw is hurting. I don't know what happened. He was running around out back, hurt his paw. All of a sudden, he's limping. Last night I said, Marty, we're going to bed. And he took forever to get up because his little paw hurt.
Yeah, some more.
Ooh, oh no, they're going to hear us. This car just pulled up next to the window. All right, well, why don't we go ahead and
right next to the window.
Like a drive-thru.
This is a drive-thru, everyone.
Okay, let's go ahead and get into the Great Muppet Caper.
There'll be spectacle, there'll be fantasy, there'll be daring do and stuff like you would never see.
Be a movie, yeah, we're gonna be a movie
Starring everybody and me.
The Great Muppet Caper is a 1981 British-American musical comedy heist.
Stuck in my papers.
Because it's so hot.
Because it's so hot and I'm so
I know, I'm
sweaty.
sticking to your desk. Okay. Anyway, 1981 British-American musical heist comedy film directed by Jim Henson in his feature directorial debut. It is the second theatrical film in the Muppets franchise. In addition to Muppet performers, the film stars Charles Grodin and Diana Rigg, with special appearances by John Cleese, Robert Morley, Peter Ustinov, and Jack Warden.
Yeah, of course.
Old people.
I was going to say, I don't know a single one of them. Are they British?
Go old people. It's from That's So Raven. The film was produced by ITC Entertainment and the Jim Henson Company, distributed by Universal. In the plot, the Muppets are caught up in a jewel heist while investigating a robbery in London.
Interesting how that is 10% of the plot.
That is the plot. What do you mean?
That is the plot, but there is more.
Well, duh. It's just a little log line. It's not going to give you the whole movie, Marianne. Okay.
The Muppets are caught.
So, yeah, first directorial film.
For Jim.
For Jimmy, because he did not direct the first one, but he did this one. And
this is the second Muppet movie.
Second Muppet movie. So, yes, we should say, we've already talked about the first Muppet movie.
Muppets.
It was just called the Muppet movie, where it was the road trip. It was about how they all got together, where they were sitting in a theater and then they watched it, and we watched it.
Very a la musical science, mystery science theater.
Sure. And then we have also talked about the Muppet Christmas Carol on here.
Which was their third movie.
I can feel sweat dripping down from my armpit.
I can feel it in my chest.
And we also talked about Muppet Treasure Island with Tim Curry.
May he rest in peace.
He's alive.
He's not dead.
He is fully alive.
Why do I always think he's dead?
Probably because he's like not doing a lot
Because he
right
had
now.
his stroke.
Yeah.
And he looks sad.
And he's like probably just he haven't seen him in a while. I don't know. Also, the Muppet Christmas Carol was not the third movie. It's the third movie we're talking about next week.
Muppets in space.
Sure.
Muppets go wild.
The Muppets meet the Rugrats.
Muppets Gone Wild.
So this one, first of all, written by...
Did you say the Rugrats?
I said Muppets meet Rugrats.
Wouldn't it be Muppets meet Wild Thornberries?
No, but what if there was a crossover where they met the Rugrats?
Oh, okay.
Where the Muppet babies met the Rugrat babies?
And they had to fight.
And they have to duel to the death?
And then they meet the baby Einstein babies.
Ew.
The baby geniuses.
Oh, the baby. Okay, yeah. So, written by Tom Patchett, Jay Tarsis, Jerry Jewell, and Jack Rose. Those are a bunch of people. I know Jerry Jewell has done other stuff with the Muppets and worked on the Muppet Show. Yeah, he was a head writer for a little bit.
Okay, word.
Tom Patchett is the co-creator of Alf. And who doesn't love Alf?
A lot of people.
Okay, I don't want to talk to those people.
Oh?
Who doesn't love an alien life form?
Didn't that show end
eats
sad?
Cats. I don't know. I've actually never seen a single episode. But we have a life-size Alf plush at my house.
I've never seen it. I think you're lying.
The plush?
Yes.
It's literally in my garage. I'll send you a picture.
Oh God, I'm scared.
Michael J. Tarsis, who's also worked on stuff. But first, I think this is his first thing with the Muppets. He did a lot of comedy stuff back in the day. Carol Burnett Show, the Bob Newhart Show. Back when
I know who Carol Burnett is.
Back when TV shows were just named after the person that was on.
Like it's like, oh, here's I Love Lucy because it's Lucille Ball.
I kind of loved that. When it was like the Carol Burnett Show, the Bob Newhart Show, the Dick Van Dyke Show.
Yeah, it's very easy and simple.
That's
also
kind
because
of,
like every TV show is kind of like the same.
That's kind of really cool. Like I know Michael J. Fox, when he had his show on NBC that like maybe like 5 to 10 years ago, I can't remember things, but it was just called the Michael J. Fox Show. And obviously he wasn't playing himself, he was a character. Yeah. But that's how like Dick Van Dyke was.
Yeah, it's like they were
just like, this is the actor on this show.
But this is the character.
Yeah.
It's like a caricature of themselves.
Yeah, it was just like, maybe because no one could look up anything. They couldn't look up what are the actors in this show. They just
Well,
had
also
to
because
know.
also that's smart actually. But also because no one was doing book adaptations at that point.
No one was reading.
No one was reading.
Reading didn't come along till
People
I
never.
think the 90s.
I don't think people knew what a book was.
When Pizza Hut did the Book It program.
When you had to order 9 boxes of pizza to be able to read.
Yes, and then Jack Rose is the other writer. Muppet performers coming back. Different music person for this one. Joe Raposo did the music, and he also did
That name sounds familiar.
He also did a bunch of music for Sesame Street.
Okay.
You know, you think of sing.
Every day.
Not the words. Sing a song. That song.
Sing along. I like that song.
Being green. C is for cookie. Like the classics.
C is for cookie. That's good enough for me?
The classics. The ones that slap, you know?
The ones that we all remember. Like the one that I sang, but apparently wasn't the lyrics.
Yeah. So, this was the only Muppet movie he did, but you can, like, tell that change of music from the first to this one.
Well, yeah, because the first one was very, how should I put this? Non-descriptive of what's happening in the movie.
It was less musical and more of just, like,
here are songs.
Different styles of songs for these different characters that you meet within the story. This was very, like, movie musical. It sounded very, like
we're speaking the plot.
It sounded very, like, Mary Poppins, very Willy Wonka, like, the movie musicals of that time.
One song was giving very Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Is that Alan Menken who did that one?
I think so.
Alan Menken did, like, all the Disney movies. But that's something I love.
Remember when we found out that Amadeus
was a real person?
Yeah.
That's something I love about this soundtrack, though. I was listening to it on the way here. Love it. Anyways, this movie came out 26th of June, 1981.
Old.
We were negative years old.
We were 81?
Yeah.
We were negative 11 years old. 12, 14. How old are we?
And the budget was $14 million. What do you think the box office was?
14 million? I would say 40 million.
Okay, not too far off. It was 31.2.
I had a feeling.
That's a nuts. Yes. Compared to the first Muppet movie, where the budget was $8 million and the box office was 65.2.
Okay.
So what does that tell us?
That this is the downward decline of the Muppets?
No. That American audiences will not go see a British film.
Were we in war? Was there a war?
Was there?
Were we in war with the Britons?
Anyways.
The Great Tea and Crumpet War of 81?
Anyways, so obviously we have a bunch of the Muppet cast back. We have Diana Rigg playing Lady Holiday.
Legend.
Apparently she was in... she was on Game of Thrones.
Word.
Wouldn't know.
I never seen that show.
She was in a James Bond film.
What, A Time to Die?
The newest one. Yeah.
Oh shit, is that what the new one was?
No. Isn't it called No Time to Die?
Okay, then the one that she was in was Goldfinger.
It was really old. Anyways, Charles Grodin, may he rest in peace. He passed away last year.
Was Nikki?
He plays Nikki Holiday in this one, who is the brother of Lady Holiday, who falls in love with Miss Piggy, but is also trying to steal his sister's jewels. When he passed away, this performance was brought up a lot just because he did really commit so hard to this of like, I'm gonna fuck that pig.
Oh god!
Just like he did.
I'm gonna put my ding dang wiener up her little... No,
just in all seriousness, like, he did do such a great job in this movie. And we know him from...
I think everybody...
We know him from Beethoven. He was the dad in Beethoven.
Okay. Well, I was gonna say, like, I think everyone did a good job in this movie. Like I said, it's giving camp. Mm-hmm. It's giving camp.
It's very meta.
It's very self-aware.
Self-referential. The first Muppet
like, more
film
than the
was
first one.
as well. But yes, it was very...
Like, every 3 seconds was like, where?
I bet you're wondering what Mr. Roger Ebert thought of this film.
He was alive back then?
So he gave
No response.
he gave the movie 2 out of 4 stars.
He said derivative.
He said, Henson and his associates haven't developed a screenplay that pays attention to the Muppet personalities. Instead, they ship them to England and dump them into a basic caper plot, treating them every bit as much like a formula as James Bond. He concluded his review by stating that the lack of cutting edge hurts this movie. It's too nice, too routine, too predictable, and too safe. How dare you, sir?
I agree.
No.
I do agree. Because, let me tell you why. In the first one, every one of the Muppets was so new and fresh and had like their own thing because they were new and fresh and had their own thing. But this one did feel a little like, I don't know.
What, Juan?
I couldn't feel them. I could feel Miss Piggy. But Rizzo,
No. Well, this is...
Fuzo, Fizzy? What's his name? Fozzie.
This was Rizzo's first film appearance.
The rat.
Yes. Not the character from Grease. Rizzo the Rat, it's his first appearance. He's just a bellhop with the other rats. His first film appearance. He was on the Muppet Show as well. Next movie, Muppets Take Manhattan, next week.
That's where
That's where he really gets to shine and do his little rat thing.
Well, a rat in New York. How original.
Yeah. That's
groundbreaking. Give me a giraffe in New York. Give me a giraffe in New York City.
Madagascar. But we can't have, there's so many Muppets. We can only, focus on so many at a time.
True.
I don't know what she,
I don't know. I can kind of agree I can see where he's coming from. I don't think I necessarily agree, but I can see where he's coming from.
Jail. Okay. Trivia for this movie. So one of the most famous parts is the bike riding sequence. The Couldn't We Ride musical number.
I was going to say the most iconic parts are the Miss Piggy suits. The life-size Miss Piggy suit sequences.
And we'll get there.
Oh, God.
But the bike riding sequence was accomplished by using a combination of radio-controlled bikes, marionette rigging, and in some cases, attaching several bikes together with rods so they could stand upright on their own. The end of the bicycle scene, where all the Muppets are shown riding together, was done by putting all of the Muppet characters onto their bikes, hooking them together, and pulling them.
How fast? How did none of them tip over?
60
bikes. And I own one of those bikes. Her name is Shafid.
Director Jim Henson did not like the working title for this movie, which was Muppet Mania. So he had friends, co-workers, everyone suggest titles. Some of the more interesting titles included The Rocky Muppet Picture Show.
No. That's so funny, though.
A Froggy Day in London.
Because a foggy day.
The winning title was suggested by 19-year-old Lisa Henson, who came up with The Great Muppet Capade, but then included several different choices, like Espigade and Caper. Espigade. Pig.
Espigay? Espigay.
Anyways, you were wondering about Miss Piggy's musical number.
Miss Piggy's suit.
The underwater musical number was the most difficult scene to shoot, mostly because of communication problems. Lighting, cameramen, cameras, speakers, and monitors were all underwater. 18 professional swimmers had to dive into the pool at the same moment. Frank Oz said that the water ballet scene with Miss Piggy was really wonderful. I was under the water for a week. I had 3 days of scuba training, and then down I went. Having them swim for the first time was really exciting. And
this was a lot for the Muppets. First bike rides. Well, no,
Kermit did, but like this
not
was
not
big.
this.
Kermit
one.
was doing tricks.
He was going whoa. Synchronized swimming, hot air balloon nonsense. I think they did it in the first one actually.
Well, Gonzo like rode on the balloons.
Oh yeah,
when it was floating. But this was that was, and we'll talk about that.
Driving, cars, apartments.
Getting thrown out of a plane?
getting thrown out of a plane, getting thrown onto a car.
So a full body Miss Piggy was used in this movie 3 times.
Okay, I know 2 spots. The motorcycle ride.
Yes.
And when she leaps from the fountain into the fountain.
And then the other is when she's leaving the supper club.
What?
I
was not looking. I was not.
I was looking respectfully. This is the 3rd highest grossing Muppet movie.
The second would have to be the first one, and the first one would have to be the newest one.
I'm not looking all that up. But the scene with Kermit's dancing shadow took 43 takes to get right.
Okay, wig.
It was shot entirely in England. About the hot air balloon. For the wide shots of Kermit, Fozzie, and Gonzo in the hot air balloon, remote control Muppets and a radio-controlled hot air balloon were used. Jim Henson, Frank Oz, and Dave Goelz performed their characters from inside a helicopter, hovering alongside the balloon, while a cameraman dangled from the bottom of a second helicopter. During one particularly bad landing, the remote balloon tipped over, spilling out the Muppets and badly scorching Fozzie Bear in the balloon's propane burners.
Oh my god!
Muppet builder Amy Van Gilder came to the rescue and made the necessary repairs, earning her a special on-screen credit of Muppet Doctor. Let's just take a moment to thank Amy Van Gilder for saving Fozzie.
I forgot that they're puppets. So in my head, I was like,
Someone
people died.
People died. Someone was in that suit.
No one died. No one died.
Nobody died at the Great Muppet Caper set.
No one died at the Great Muppet Caper set?
Anyways.
Got burned. I'm so sorry. Question. How do you control a hot air balloon? There's no steering wheel. Are you just supposed to pray that you float the necessary direction?
Would you ever go up in a hot air balloon?
Hell no, those are scary.
That is scary, right?
Like, it's a balloon. It's a balloon.
It's wicker.
It's a
that
fucking
is
wicker basket.
Furniture, Mary. No.
And from the wicker chairs that I've broken, I don't trust the basket. From the wicker chairs that my fat ass has sat in and tore a hole through, I do not trust.
The Wicker Man.
Scary.
That's true. How are those holding so much weight?
But also, how do you direct them? How do you tell the hot air balloon, hey, go too far, go this way? You're at the mercy of the wind.
I don't know. Have any of you ever been in a hot air balloon? Comment down below.
Please, hot air balloon, acknowledge my ass.
Anyways.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I read this earlier. So Kermit tries to hail a taxi cab because he's like, why can't we hail a taxi cab? Apparently...
Is that a joke? Is that like an inside joke on something?
Apparently in London or in England or whatever, you're not technically allowed to yell taxi. You just have to like raise your hand. What if I do it?
You get taught this in school? You get taught this at British school?
They have like, instead of like the boogeyman, it's like some man that will come after you if you yell taxi. Oh my god. Do you think they couldn't understand the movie Taxi starring Queen Latifah and Jimmy Fallon because they don't know?
They don't know the word.
They don't know the word.
They don't know what a taxi cab is. They just call it the trolley.
Anything from the trolley? Juan, what's your history with this film?
I've never seen it. This is my first time watching it.
Oh, wow.
I started following this account on Instagram called Camporama, which has like a bunch of like these old films that like gays love. And I don't know why this one isn't on there because this one is very camp.
Interesting. Camp-O-Rama.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I see. Uh-huh. Have you heard of that movie, have you heard of Barbarella?
I've heard of Barbarella.
I was just watching Jane Fonda's career timeline video last night, and she was talking about how she's in that movie, and it's like a sci-fi camp film.
Yeah. Based
off of like some weird comic. Looks wild.
Yeah, I always scroll past it, and I'm always like, should I watch Barbarella? But then I'm never
Barbarella night?
Guys, it's Barbarella night.
Okay, wow, you had never seen it. Had you heard of this one?
No. Actually, yes, from you.
Okay, because I feel like this one is like more under, like it's just not many people know about.
Like I know of Take Manhattan. I know of Treasure Planet.
We know of like the 90s with like Christmas Carol,
yeah,
Treasure
I
Island.
never knew that this one was a thing.
Yeah, this one I feel like is forgotten often.
Because it's English and it's not that exciting.
Because we don't like the British people.
Not to be
rude,
America. But y'all food is bland.
Love them. I would like to go.
I really want to go to
Why
England.
don't we go? So everyone subscribe on Patreon.
So we can afford.
So you can fund our trip next year.
To England.
To London, England.
I just want fish and chips.
I would eat fish and chips there just to see.
I want to know what your food is like. Because I've heard y'all got that like weird
bangers and mash.
Blood sausages.
That was from Luck of the Irish.
Oh, is that Irish?
Blood sausage and pork sausage.
Oh, go.
Let's hit it up. Let's just do a tour. They got trains. They have a great transit system.
They do. They have a great public transit system.
Wish we had that in America.
In America, no. Public transit is... No, because we need gas prices. We need oil, Sarah.
Did you see that tweet that was like, I'm about to start putting in like an energy drink, anything that like just
car.
to see if anything else can power the car because these gas prices.
My car is powered by Monster.
Like, let's just see. Anyways, I have seen this before, but this was one of those later ones that I saw like maybe like 5 years ago. I saw it for the first time.
Okay.
Because yeah, I grew up watching more of the Muppet Treasure Island and Christmas Carol. And then I like went back and watched all these other ones.
Well, the ones that are a little bit more, I'm going to say just fast pace. Because this one is kind of like a, like
this one is, it's a genre film.
This one's good. Like I said, if you're like with your gaggle of queers and you're like all like, it's camp night. Let's drink and drink and drink and drink and drink and have some Chardonnay. But y'all are just trying to watch like campy fun movies. Like this is a campy fun movie, but it's like I want to watch some of those old movies that are like really camp, but I know they're so slow. And if I'm even just remotely tired, I will fall asleep.
I think part of it is that this is a genre movie, so like I love it because I love the Muppets, but like if I wasn't like a little Muppet freak and this was just, or if this was just like a kids movie with some other, if this was the Teletubbies and they were doing a caper.
Oh god.
I don't know, just some other like
if they were
thing
eating capers,
where they were doing like a James Bond-esque type of thing. I don't know, like that's not a genre for everyone, so I also get that.
Yeah.
But anyways,
we digress.
Let's dive into this because Animal, just like that, he's doing his little parody of the MGM Pictures logo.
Yes.
We love. And then right from the bat, we see that this movie is making, like, it's very aware. We're like, breaking fourth walls.
They're like, what are we doing here? Oh, we just started the movie.
Like, here are the credits. And
you think these are long? Just wait till the end.
Or like, what does BSC stand for? It's the
British Broadcast.
No, it's like their cinematography organization.
Question. That the Jim Henson Productions logo.
With Kermit?
Yeah. Isn't that did that get copied by another production company? Because I swear to God, there's another production company that has a guy on the same like director's lift thing, like the camera lift, and they're doing the same like woo.
I think it's just Kermit.
Okay.
I've only ever seen, and when I see that before every Muppet movie, I get hyped. When I see that bitch going, oh,
you know what you're getting into.
I scream.
Okay.
Like Miss Piggy later. I wrote it down when she screams. When she gets the job.
Oh.
And she goes, fucking fun. See, this week you're looking up the production companies, aren't you, sweetie?
I am looking up the production company.
Never did find out who Drummer Girl is. Never did look it up.
Little Drummer Girl.
So then we have the first musical number, Hey, a Movie. To me,
I thought this was a really, like, campy way of starting it.
If everyone count how many times this hoe is saying camp
Take
or
a
campy. I think this is one of the best opening numbers for a Muppet movie ever.
I'm thinking of Spyglass Entertainment.
Isn't that just a guy looking through the thing?
Yeah, but I thought it was look at him.
You're thinking of Jerry Bruckheimer when the lightning hits the tree.
That one's good.
And Kermit, during the song, he is explaining the setting. He's like, okay, here's the deal. Here's the 411. Kermit and Fozzie,
We're twin brothers,
are playing reporters.
Oh no, yeah, we don't know that they're twins.
But we're playing reporters. Gonzo's playing a photographer. This is the setting of the movie. There's a jewel thief that's going to be in here, right?
Yeah.
So then we get into the office of the paper.
Yes, because at the very end of this musical sequence, we see someone's jewels get stolen. I'm like, oh, how funny! Because it's like there's so much shit going on. It's like, oh, these are all just little bits.
This opening number is incredible. The amount of stuff going on
is insane.
People driving, wild animals, wild dancing, shortness of breath, heavy breathing.
Run for cover, motherfuckers.
No, there's just so much going on, like, watching it. It's like, how the fuck did they do this?
Like, this is old Hollywood.
Yeah.
Like, Hollywood 100% has changed. No matter what we think, this is old Hollywood because not many studios do, like, big sets, like backlots. They don't do backlot sets. They do location sets, but they don't do backlots anymore, from what I'm aware of.
Even if you take a look at the opening number of the Muppets 2011, it is like a big production number. I'm thinking of Life's a Happy Song. But if you compare it to this, this is such a movie musical, like, it's an event, it's a spectacle.
Well, it's in like I said, it's in like a backlot.
Yeah, it was that era.
Thing. There's all the cars driving around is so scary. Mm-hmm. Every little thing has like a bit. Every person is acting in some way, shape, or form. Like people are like that opening sequence in La La Land where they're on the
CGI
fake. Everything was fake. You think they shut down the 202 for that?
The 405.
I don't know what's in California.
Yeah.
The 10. Every place has a fucking 10.
Is it the same 10 just running?
I think so. I think it's the same 10.
Yeah, it's just such a big spectacle, and it's incredible to, like, look back and watch. There's, like, explosions and shit.
There's people crashing. There's paint being thrown.
Gonzo is hit by a car. The driver of that, by the way, of the car, Richard Hunt, who is a Muppet performer. He used Scooter, among other people. Gay icon, may he rest in peace, passed away from AIDS, but we stand a queer icon. So then we get into the newspaper office where we have, I think his name is Mr. Tarkanian, played by, if you've ever seen, this is just for my mom, really. If he's in While You Were Sleeping, he played Saul in While You Were Sleeping.
Okay.
But he's
Better call Saul.
He's their boss, and he's like, I can't believe you missed this jewel thief thing.
Oh, yeah, because the bit is their headline is, twin brothers work at a newspaper now. Mm-hmm. And Kermit and Fozzie are twins.
That is one of the best jokes. Like,
you don't even look the same.
It's a good recurring gag throughout the film that they're identical twin brothers. When Fozzie puts his hat on, then people can see it. And also the photo of their dad.
The green Fozzie.
The green Fozzie with the Kermit collar is the funniest
It literally looks
thing.
like it was drawn on. Like someone grabbed a marker and just like took a black and white photo and just colored over it. And then like drew in that thing.
That's just so fucking
It's
funny.
so good. That was a good
him
little...
going like, I only hired you guys because of your old man. And it's
a combo.
It's like, oh God. So then... They're going to go to London
home of the fish and chip
to figure out this story, right?
Yes, because I like how they're like, if you send us to London, we will figure this out, but you have to send us to London.
You have to pay. Pay for the luggage, pay for the meals.
And boy, did he pay for them to sit in 9th class.
In 9th class, which is just with all the animals. Great.
I love the bit with Gonzo because it's like, bear for Fozzie, frog for Kermit, and then Gonzo's is like turned sideways, so you don't see what his marker is.
No, he has one.
Yeah. But then when you can't see it initially,
and then they reveal it.
It's just whatever.
It says whatever, because that is what he is, and we'll explore that more in Muppets from Space.
There we go.
But yeah, so then they get thrown out the plane. They said, we're landing in Italy. You guys are landing here. So they throw them out. Luckily, they land in a pond. Luckily.
Across the pond. Get it? Because that's what British people call the ocean.
Oh, the pond. Fucking British people call it the
Girl.
ocean. I'm just kidding. I do really like you guys.
I think you guys have a lot of cultural things you need to figure out.
I hate Boris Johnson, but I think a lot of you, like, the people
Also hate him too.
Maybe one of these days I'll finish the Real World London season. I thought it was kind of boring.
You can only get so spicy in London.
Okay, and so this man who's at this park pond, he's like, because they're like, we need a hotel that's like
where do we
free.
stay?
The Happiness Hotel.
Wow!
And that brings us to the next musical number, the Happiness Hotel.
I do like the bit, though, when they're on their way to the Happiness Hotel, like they're taking a trolley or a double-decker bus. I don't know what the proper term for it is. And they're just driving around being sightseers. And then Gonzo goes, is that the Eiffel Tower? And then Fozzie goes, yeah! And then Kermit's like, no, it's not, no.
Yeah, they're on the London Bridge. Mm-hmm. Reminded me of the Spice Girls movie.
True.
What if they crossed over?
The Muppets and Spice.
Muppets and Spice.
Muppets and Spice, but it's Dune.
Spice up your Muppets.
And they're eating them.
Let's collab.
Let's collab.
Get them on the phone. So then, Happiness Hotel, like I said, Rizzo's first film appearance. We see a lot of people here. We got the Electric Mayhem. We got Pops. We got Swedish Chef and Beaker.
It's basically a hodgepodge of, like, find the character. It's a big, like, guess where's Waldo?
Everyone's there. And then we move on to Lady Holiday, who's a fashion person.
Diva. She's a diva.
She's a fashion queen who gets a visit from Miss Piggy.
Bigger diva! 2 divas in the room!
Every, like, Miss Piggy plot, well, at least in the next one, they're about, like, fashion. She's just a fashion icon.
She's a fashionista. Oh, you know why I fell in love with Animal? Because before this, they were like, he missed, like, the exhibit of, like, he's upset because he missed the Gustav Klimt exhibit, and he goes, no, Renoir. And I go, Renoir.
And you, as an art person, knew what that meant.
And I said, oh my god, he's a little freak. We're kindred spirits.
So Lady Holiday gets a visit from Miss Piggy, who wants to be a model. And then...
I want to be a supermodel.
And then is given the job of receptionist.
And she loses it.
She's like, I'm so excited. I said this was you when you got your front desk job. Because they go, she goes, you'll type, you'll do this. Like, Miss Piggy's like, I can type, I can write, blah, blah.
I can do Excel sheets, it's fine.
That was you. And then we see that Holiday's models, those women who she was calling ostriches and birds and shit, they are talking about a plan to steal the necklace.
Because Miss Holiday gives us a full... I love what she goes, it's plot exposition. Where else are we going to put it? Because she's like, blah, blah, blah.
I have a brother.
Blah,
blah, blah.
who's a freeloader bitch.
Why are you telling me this?
Yeah, literally.
I wish I could just say that all the time. People talk to me.
Now I wrote freeloading, and I realized that after I just said that, but I was like, why did I write free baiting? And I said, what does that mean?
Okay. And then we have Kermit going to see Miss Holiday. He's going to go talk to Miss Holiday, right? But she's not there. It's Miss Piggy. So
but he assumes that it's Miss Holiday. Because
does she correct him?
Hell no.
Why
Miss
would
Piggy's
she?
a little freak bitch.
Because she is that is a great shot of, like, because she is fallen down and he's, like, over her.
Yeah, in the trash can. In the
In the waste bin.
In the waste bin.
The rubbish bin.
I think I'm going to start using waste bin instead of garbage can.
Can you throw that in the rubbish bin?
It just feels so much...
What if you just started talking, like, at work in British slang. Like, so like on the radios, you're like, oh, so and so is headed to the loo. Oh, are they in the toilet?
No, but not. I wouldn't be the accent. We're like, so and so's going to the loo.
Oh,
Oh, she's coming back from the toilet.
Oh, this person
I have a friend
fell
who
on the playground. They need a plaster.
A plaster?
It's a Band-Aid. I think. I heard Emma Watson say it once.
Okay. A plaster? Guys, I'm gonna go get...
Plaster.
I'm gonna go get pissed.
What were we saying? Okay, so Miss Piggy in love with Kermit.
In love.
Horny for Kermit immediately. And
so horny, she makes up an address. She goes, guess where I live?
Some highbrow street. Highbrow Street. Guess the number.
17. Yeah, you did it.
And then so they set up like a date later so he can interview her about, the jewels.
Yes. So now they have to go
situation.
home, and this is where they tried to hail a taxi.
A taxi. But I love that when they go outside, he's like, and I think she likes me. I think she has a crush on me. And I said, okay, Kermit.
Okay, Kermit, sure.
And you know what? He's feeling something back, as we'll see later.
Horny freaks.
But yes, this is where the taxi scene happens. And who's the taxi driver? It's Beauregard, which is it's always nice to see Beauregard.
I literally have no idea who any of these people are. I'm like, they're adding people now.
Beauregard, he cleaned.
The stage?
He would clean at it's funny, in the 2011 Muppet movie, when they go back to the theater,
he's still there,
and then he's like, where have you guys been?
Because he's so like empty-headed.
Yeah, he's just been like cleaning and stuff.
He's been keeping it clean. He kept it clean. He made it nice. Good for him. I love how Gonzo has a death wish in this movie.
He's a little freak.
Because he first throws himself out into traffic. He's like, that's how you stop a taxi.
I love that.
And then earlier when they were in the hot air balloon, he was like, I wonder what it's like. And then Kermit goes, what, to plummet? He goes, yeah. Mm-hmm. And Kermit goes,
moment when
you really can only try it once.
There's a lot of Muppets just being thrown in this one. When they get thrown off the bus.
When they get thrown off the plane.
Yeah, and then Gonzo just throwing himself in front of a car.
Yes.
Love it. Also, you see him, like, little nods to him being into chickens. Because he's taking the pictures of the chickens.
When I saw that, I was like, this is a little surreal right now.
It's just funny because it's Camilla.
He wants to fuck chickens.
So then Kermit is getting ready for his date, shaving nothing with no blade. So fucking funny. And then Fozzie thinks that he's going on this date too. And Kermit's like,
my God.
I think I have to do this by myself. Then we have the musical number.
Fozzie's that friend who invites himself to things, but then will invite other people with him.
I would never. When do I ever invite other people? I don't have any other people to invite.
You said, when will I ever invite other people? But I will invite myself.
Well, I was just thinking, if I have ever invited myself, I don't think I would go as far as to invite other people. Like, I would at least ask. Because I don't like that.
I don't like that either. I've invited myself to things before. But that's because it's like that situation.
Because this is America, and I'm allowed to go anywhere I want.
Okay,
just because you're going to Melrose on Saturday doesn't mean that I can't go there too and run into you and go, oh my God, what?
Why are you here?
I didn't even know this would be happening.
Me, I told you. I texted you that I was going to be out. What was I going to say? No, it's those situations where it's like, hey, I'm going to go do this thing. And it's like when like a friend comes out of town to visit and you're like, oh, I'm going to be doing this. And they're like, oh, cool. What time should I meet you? And it's like,
okay, but at that point, if they're coming into town, why would they tell you this? I would just point blank be like, hey, like, even...
No, you're not invited.
Well, because even if you were to be like, hey, I'm in town, but I don't have any time to see you. Like, don't even tell me that. I don't even...
Like, just don't tell me that you're in town.
Just don't tell me that you're in town, because then later I'll assume, okay, you didn't want to hang out. You didn't want to... You're too busy.
Like when Christian said, I'll be driving...
I knew that wasn't going to happen. I said, there's no way that he won't be, like, stressed and tired from driving
or
cross
he won't
country.
Forget.
I don't think he forgot. I think he was just tired and stressed.
Interesting, because when I asked him, he said, I forgot.
You asked?
I said, remember when you were... No, I didn't ask anything.
I was gonna say, no, you would not. Anyways, we have the song, Steppin' Out With a Star.
And this is where the Hunchback of Notre Dame was, because this is very much like that song in the movie where Quasimodo is like getting hyped up by the gargoyles, and they go, and you are shaped like a croissant is.
Interesting. I haven't watched that movie in years.
Some guy like you.
We need to do a Disney Renaissance month where we watch those 4 or 5 movies, whichever
Hercules.
Tarzan.
Hunchbacks.
Aladdin.
Is it really Aladdin?
I don't know. I assumed.
Okay.
What are the other...
I'll look it up.
Renaissance
Keep
ones?
talking.
So then Kermit finally says, okay, Fozzie, you can go. And then all those fuckers decide that they're going to. Poor Kermit. He really...
But no, they all didn't go. Only Fozzie and Gonzo went.
Okay, good. But later on, they do fuck up the photo. They are just very involved in...
They are, oh my god, these people.
These hotel guests who you just met, like, imagine if you stayed at a hotel and all of a sudden everyone wanted to know your business. You took a photo of a jewel thief, you're about to see who it is.
And then they open your black room.
They open
your red room.
They open your dark room and the photo disappears.
Does that happen for real?
I'm not a photo major.
You've never been in a black room? Dark room?
My life is a dark room.
My life is a library book.
No.
Ask
Grace.
If you've ever been in a dark
Eunice.
room. Yeah, dark room horrors. Which one of you knows how this works?
Hello. Yeah, Beauty and the Beast. Wait, Little Mermaid.
The Rescuers?
No. Oh, Mulan.
Yes. Okay, see, these are...
I think it starts at Pocahontas.
No, Disney Renaissance.
I don't think that's right. Go to, like, the Wikipedia for Disney Renaissance.
That's literally them.
Little Mermaid was just so long ago. Like, what even is that?
It's the first one that started the Renaissance.
I just don't know about that. Like, I know in a general sense, yes, it brought back animation.
Mm-hmm.
We just talked about that when we were talking about some animated movie.
Okay. Ferngul.
How that one, yeah, how that brought back animation. But, like, I just feel like the Renaissance, that era, like, these all feel the same. Like, Pocahontas through Tarzan all have a certain vibe.
Yeah, it's all very much like these ones. Like, okay, so in order of operations, Disney Renaissance is The Little Mermaid, The Rescuers, Beauty and the Beast, Aladdin, Lion King, Pocahontas, Hunchback, Hercules, Mulan, and Tarzan. From Pocahontas, it becomes more of like a world. Like, these are very much like, oh, a princess stuck underwater. Mm-hmm. I don't know what the hell The Rescuers is about. A princess stuck in a castle. A princess stuck with a poor person. A genie
stuck in a lamp.
Lion King, lions. And then Pocahontas changes the game because it's like, oh, we're talking about culture. Mm-hmm. We're talking about white people. Hunchback. We're talking about discriminatory against...
We're talking about ugly people.
Uglies. Hercules. We're talking about myths, legends, falling in love. Mulan. Culture, again. Family's honor. Tarzan. Poor people.
With a bangin' Phil Collins
With a
soundtrack.
bangin' fucking Phil Collins soundtrack.
So we arrive at
the club. No.
Wait, we have to go to the house because she's shimmying up the drain pipe.
Because she finds... What the hell street?
17
Hunchback?
Highbrow.
17 Highbrow. I love... This is why I'm saying it's so... This movie feels very Airplane. Mm-hmm. Like, it's very, like, blunt. It's very, like, that weird English, blunt... I don't think Airplane was English.
No, but it feels...
That era of comedy.
Like, shot in the same style, yeah.
Yeah, like, that very, like, blunt, to the point. Like, we're aware of what's happening, but we're not going to comment on it. We're just going to roll with it. It's a very yes and movie. Like, I'm in love with the man.
John Cleese?
Yeah. Is that the guy at the dinner table?
Yes.
Yes, love him. He's
From
great.
Monty Python.
Because he's like, there's a pig shimming up the walls, and the wife goes, oh, lovely.
Mm-hmm. So eventually Piggy gets in there, Kermit gets in there.
They're about to get their asses beat, but...
They were in the closet, and then...
7 minutes in heaven.
But then they're like, what restaurant would you recommend? And he says the Dubonnet Club.
Because British people are what? Nice. They probably
aren't. So they take the bus to the club. So everyone is there on the bus.
Club. Another club.
They're on a party bus to the club.
This party bus reminds me of that bus. Remember when we used to go to First Fridays before the Panini? That crazy bus that would drive by that had all the people on, and they would be like, woo!
No, is it the same one that goes to like the marches and has like the peace signs and the like
Yes,
protesters?
yes.
Okay, then
That's the bus.
I know the bus.
The progressive bus.
The Progresso Soup bus. So then we are at on the bus we have Electric Mayhem singing Nightlife. Mm-hmm. And then when we get to the club, we have a Jim Henson cameo. He's there having dinner.
Is he the guy that's cheating on his wife, or the one that's
No,
the
he's
first
the one
one?
before that. He's the one before that. But that is funny.
Is he the guy that's like, my wife is feeling sick? Oh, shouldn't you guys go home? She is home.
And Gonzo goes, okay.
Oh, I gotta go.
Love that.
That was a good bit.
Lady Holiday arrives with her brother, Nikki Holiday.
Why? Are they fucking?
I know they always have had like a weird relationship to me.
Word.
But no, he's into pigs, it seems. So then we have the song The First Time It Happens, where Kermit and Piggy dance.
It makes me feel like dancing. Word.
Which, I believe this song was nominated for... Oh, it got windy outside.
Fresh, cool wind. I want this bush to get really big so we can cover my window.
Oh, but sweetie, it won't.
It won't. I need to poop so bad.
Yeah, The First Time It Happens was nominated for an Academy Award for Best Original Song.
Okay.
But it lost.
Oh,
sadly.
to who?
To Arthur's theme from the movie Arthur.
What?
There was a movie called Arthur. Not the Aardvark.
I know. I not the Aardvark, but what? Arthur, like, from Camelot?
I don't know what it's about.
Whatever.
So then we have Nikki Holiday dancing with her. Because they were switching partners.
And Kermit gets a little jelly.
Then we have tap dancing Piggy. Incredible.
Legend.
Her footwork there.
She taught tap at Arizona State University.
How did she do that? And then we see that the lights turn off. And Lady Holiday's necklace is stolen.
As Lizzo said in her new song, turn the music up, turn the lights down low.
Sure. I didn't understand what you said at first. You said, Lizzo said in your song. And I had to take a second to go, as Lizzo said
in her new song. As Lizzo said in her new song.
Yes.
Speaking in tongues.
So then they're like, someone stole Lady Holiday's necklace. And then Kermit finds out that Miss Piggy is obviously not Lady Holiday. She's a fraud, she's a fake, she's a liar.
Oh my god, how could we have seen this?
Who saw it coming? So then she leaves, she rushes out, and what is he left with?
A golden a glass slipper.
A glass slipper.
Fit just for a big ass pig foot.
For a queen. And then...
But also, what kind of freak wears a necklace that you're able to take off that fast? Like, he literally went...
The one in Ocean's 8 where he needed the magnet.
Well, because I literally was like... I made so many comparisons to Ocean's 8 during this movie. Because I was like, bitch, where was your...
That's an idea. Ocean's 9. We add Miss Piggy. Imagine that movie with Miss Piggy. Like, when everyone's walking down the step with their pieces of the necklace and they're like in their dresses and stuff, and Miss Piggy walks down.
Could you there's an account that I follow on Twitter called Putting Paddington Every Day, and like,
oh yeah, I follow him too.
Legendary account. I want one that's like interjecting Miss Piggy in these very like strong female lead movies.
I just want her in a real Ocean's 9.
I would take an edit just because I know it would be funny. Oh, you want it committed. You want it committed.
I want her in the film.
Does she get credited as Miss Piggy when she's in movies?
Hello? I mean, what other movies is she in besides the
Muppet movies?
I mean, these are all, they're playing themselves.
I would like to, do they get credit as, like, themselves as actors, or do the puppeteers get the credit as, like, playing Kermit?
They get, well, like, if you look at, like, Muppet's Christmas Carol, it's, like, Rizzo as himself, Gonzo
Kermit
as Charles Dickens.
Yeah. Then the puppeteers never get credit.
This one, it usually says, like, Muppet Performers, and then it says their name and, like, who they played.
Oh, gotcha. So they get a second credit.
But that isn't to say that if we had an Ocean's 9, that we can't have Miss Piggy replacing Awkwafina up there. Her name next to Cate Blanchett. Her name next to Rihanna.
You hate Awkwafina?
All these different people. A lot of people hate Awkwafina, but you can research that. Okay, so then we have the part with the dark room where we said that Gonzo's photo gets ruined, so we don't know who it was. Don't look it up now! And then we have Kermit sitting on a bench holding Miss Piggy's shoe, and a random man goes up to him. It's one of those famous actors.
Yeah, the cameo people.
Tells this whole long-ass story, and then Kermit, a great, again, reference to them being aware that it's a movie, being like, I don't mean to be rude, but we're trying to make a movie here.
But also, didn't he go like, that's wrong? Like, everything you said is wrong.
Yeah, I've seen that used as like a response to people before.
Wrong. Totally wrong.
I'm
wrong.
sorry, but everything you just said is wrong. So then Kermit sees Piggy over there in the park or lake or whatever.
Yeah, because she just threw a man in the lake, in the pond.
As you do.
As one should.
He confronts her. He's like, you're not Lady Holiday, and who was that guy, blah, blah, blah. And she goes, you're jealous.
You're jealous of my love.
And then another bit, Piggy, you're overacting. She's like, I'm just trying to show emotions.
Oh, because at the beginning, in her portfolio that she shows Lady Holiday, she's like, this is me looking demure.
And they're all the same.
And it's all the same pose.
And I laugh.
What is demure?
Isn't it like reserved and like
Okay, word.
I think.
I won't test it.
Then we have the bikes song, the bike riding sequence. Couldn't we ride?
Okay. The hardest sequence in the movie, I guess.
Except for the underwater one, maybe.
Except for the underwater one, yeah.
Then we have Mr. Holiday, who will not stop hitting on Piggy. This is at like the fashion show.
He grabbed her. That was a little abusive.
She said, that's my purse, I don't know you.
Yeah.
Get away from me. And then the models are reminding him, like, hey, I know you're horny for this pig, but, like, we're framing her.
We're sending her ass to jail.
Yes. So, and then also, I love that she's like, Kermit, this is Kermit, my special friend. And she's, like, hiding behind him.
Yes.
She's like, get this man away.
Well, because she doesn't like him.
I know, because he's gross. So then the fashion show is going on. Miss Piggy.
This gave me very White Chicks.
She's being a fashion icon. We have her fantasy sequence in her head.
That fantasy sequence was so gorgeous. The synchronized swimming, the lights.
The fact that she's on like the like lily pad or like line.
Yes.
HSM2 stole that. Ashley Tisdale, you have Miss Piggy to thank for that.
You have to answer for your crimes.
Yeah. I always wondered if that was a reference to that.
I would hope so. That's funny.
Yeah. Miss Piggy, the original Fabulous. So then we have Lady Holiday accusing of Piggy of stealing the necklace.
Because after her sequence, when she falls inside the fountain, she comes out and she's like, "What's this? And what is this, honey?"
Yes, and she's like, "That's not mine." And then Piggy is getting hauled away, and Mr. Holiday is like, I trusted you, blah, blah, blah. And then I love her shouting at him, your voice was dumb. You can't even sing. Your voice was dumb.
Oh, yeah.
Because it was. It obviously wasn't him singing.
I love that.
And then also, as the cops are dragging her out, she says, Kermit, find out if they'll let me keep the costumes.
After filming.
Yeah, I don't know if that was in reference to, like, the fashion show or if that was about the film. Either way, fucking funny.
Iconic.
Either way, so funny. And then we have Gonzo overhearing Mr. Holiday and the models talking about, how there was all a plan.
Yes.
Right? And then...
But Gonzo hears. Did you just say that?
That's what I said.
Oh, shit.
And then later at the hotel, Kermit is like, we need to go help Miss Piggy.
But everyone's kind of like, no.
Janice is like, I gotta work, and
I'm prepping a song.
Everyone is hesitant at first. And
but then Fozzie goes, didn't we all? I don't know how to do a Fozzie.
He gives some speech.
And everyone goes, you're right.
You're right. And Fozzie says, that took a lot of energy out of me.
I'm going to take a nap now.
So then Kermit goes to visit Miss Piggy in jail, and he says that he is Piggy's lawyer, so he can get in there. Another fucking funny line is that, because the person's like, oh, your lawyer is here to see you. And she's like, my lawyer? And she's like, yeah, the little green guy. And then Piggy's like, oh, Kermit, like, no wonder he didn't come to visit me sooner. He's been, like, in law school. He had to finish law school. She really thinks he's an actual lawyer now. He went to law school in this amount of time to go help her.
This movie's so good.
So yeah, he's telling her the plan. We have the kiss where the mustache goes onto her, and then she's like, "You have the mesh on your face." He's got the lines on him. So then we are at the gallery where the Muppets, the gang, they cannot get in.
They're trying to like figure out multiple attempts. They're having Animal bite the gate. They're like, delivering pizzas.
They're like, we didn't bring something to break these. What's the poor planning?
Yes.
The Pizza Twins, those outfits.
Those are so good.
You ordered from the Pizza Twins.
Let's cosplay as the Pizza Twins.
What's the name on the order? What's your name, Henderson? Yeah, that's it. That's the one on here. Meanwhile, Piggy has stolen a like cement truck.
Miss Piggy is committing vehicular theft.
Breaker, talking to the truckers.
Well, because then she steals a motorcycle.
Amazing. And then Oscar the Grouch cameo.
With that guy who is also a cameo.
Yeah. He's like, what are you doing here? A cameo?
A very short cameo.
Me too.
Oh, me too.
And we have the gang who, they get in, and they're running away from the dogs.
Yes.
Climbing up.
We get the burglars with their beep boop machines and their gadgets trying to sneak their way in.
And we get Gonzo and someone else. So the Muppets like Mission Impossible-ing down.
Yeah, they're pulling in Ocean's 8, and like everyone has like their special ability that they're using at this point.
They're going down, and then so the whole thing they're after is the baseball diamond.
Yes, because she has like one last piece of jewelry, and she's like, I will never wear it. It's going into a museum. Yeah,
and so a little play on it being called a baseball diamond is that Beaker pitches it to New Zealand, who hits it.
New Zealand?
New Zealand.
I thought they were just saying New Zealand, like they just made up teams.
No, his name is New Zealand. He's the guy with the fish.
Oh shit! I for real thought they were like, they're making up countries, like they were like New Zealand versus Australia.
Yeah, and then
same place,
so he hits it, and then Kermit is able to Kermit is able to get it, and Piggy rides through the window on her motorcycle.
This is insane.
Crushes Mr. Holiday, and then fights the models. The bad guys get arrested.
Well, because she brings the cops.
And Kermit is like, I did it, or Miss Piggy's like, I did it for you.
Oh, wow. And that's the end of the movie, because then they fly away.
Well, and then they have to get on a plane back to the U.S., and once again...
They're riding nine seats.
9th class, and they're thrown out of there, and we get a little reprisal of, hey, a movie. Right? And then now we will talk about our IMDb reviews.
No.
IMDb.
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 IMDb. So I found, would you believe it, a negative review from this film.
Oh, great.
And I'm going to read it because apparently this was someone's sexual awakening.
Ew.
So this was written in December 2005. It's 3 out of 10 stars. It's by Ereh9, and it's called Disappointing. I remembered seeing this movie when I was much younger. I thought I had liked it. Recently, I picked up a copy of The Great Muppet Caper because I was curious to see what I had enjoyed about it. Also, because I remembered the man who played the brother was my first object of sexual attraction. After viewing the film once more, I was disappointed at best. The musical numbers were basically crap, as was the script. I realized that this is a children's film, but still, make a little effort. There were a few good sequences which I did enjoy, but other than that, it wasn't a good film. So it gets 3 out of 10 stars, though I might be biased due to ruining a good memory. Anyway.
Okay, trauma. It's about trauma.
And then this one is positive. It's 10 out of 10 by Cubs and Culture, written in December 2020.
I wrote this.
Cubs and Culture? Written in December 2020. They needed this to help them get through the panini.
They did.
This was
we
didn't even have the vaccines yet at this point. No. This was their vaccine. This is called My Favorite Muppet Film. I think this film directly aiming at Yeah, I think this film, directly aiming at satirizing heist films, gangster films, is why I like it a little more than the other films in the classic trilogy. The plot, while still being largely irrelevant, is a little more central to the film. As such, it makes the irrelevant gags land stronger. I also think the swimming sequence with Miss Piggy is the best technical sequence that Henson ever did. Like all the Muppet media, this film has such a cheerful vibe and can be shamelessly sentimental. We need that sometimes. We needed this then, we need this now.
A sentimental man. Wicked.
What?
There's a song called Sentimental Man.
Wiki?
No. Is that what it's called? I don't know.
We do have some tweets from Jake.
Okay, Jake. Let's see what's that.
At JakeBlue98, who said they were in the Muppet Vision balloon. you never been on Muppet Vision, have you?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, once Florida gets their shit together, which will never happen, we will fly there and go to Muppet Vision 3D.
I'm thinking of going to Florida, but going to a state not Florida and then figuring out a way to get in Florida without supporting them.
I don't see how you could be there without supporting them. You're not going to eat. You're not going to buy anything there.
I'm going to have so many snacks.
You're going to buy so many in South Carolina.
Yeah.
You're going to drive
Then
down.
I'm going to drive down.
I love those fruit and vegetable Muppets. Me too.
Oh, ew, on the cart? Yeah, those were gross.
Love them. Crime is just happening on these streets. The guy, he was scary when he goes, and me, the jewel thief, scary.
Oh, Nikki?
Yeah.
Well, because I literally, that's why
With
I wrote
the
that.
pantyhose and stuff, I was scared.
I don't know.
Raise your hand if you were scared. Okay? Scary.
Yeah, because I wrote, who's that man? Because he came out of nowhere.
Kermit and Fozzie's dad is an icon. And then Jake said, this movie really said, and it's a picture of Beck and Andre from...
What?
I don't know.
What does that mean?
Did they play, was there an
Twins?
episode where they pretended to be twins or something? Because I don't remember.
I guess that might be a thing.
Explain, Jake. Who purposely goes to England? We
Me.
would pay for it.
I would. Send me.
Why hasn't Disney built the Happiness Hotel yet? That's true.
That'd be sad.
No, but
Why
make
did
it fun.
We could have replaced Tower of Terror with the Happiness Hotel.
Anything but...
It would have been hilarious.
Anything but Rocket.
Anything but Chris Pratt.
Chris
Here's
Pratt.
what I hate. Chris Pratt has that and the fucking Jurassic Park Raptor ride. So he gets royalties after both those rides.
I want a House Bunny ride. Just so that Anna Faris can get something nice in this life for once.
Watch those cars.
After dealing with that bullshit man.
Watch those cars, you sexy bitches. And it's just the audience watching cars.
Miss Piggy is me trying to get a job in my field. Gonzo a freak.
Yeah.
Probably because he threw himself in front of a car. Muppets being thrown is peak comedy. And they get thrown a lot in this
Like
one.
ragdolls.
That's just me driving. Beauregard.
His crazy ass driving.
Why don't you have an accent? I'm
I'm
lucky.
barely gonna have a license.
I'm lucky I have a license. This is a party bus I want to be on. True. Jim Henson just pulled a Stan Lee with the cameo. The Muppets invented romance. The mystery, the drama.
The trauma.
Is this just a drunk man talking to Kermit? I couldn't tell if he was supposed to be like a homeless person or not.
No, he's supposed to be like one of those like.
Oh, those like the kid on Recess.
Yeah, because he does that. He goes like, "You want to buy a watch?"
Yeah. We got Muppets on bikes, folks. Everyone is on bikes. This man is unhinged.
Nikki.
I'm guessing that's Nikki. Miss
Nikki's
Piggy.
on drugs.
Miss Piggy, really that bitch? Free Miss Piggy. Hashtag Free Miss Piggy. The way I have no idea who's supposed to be a celebrity cameo in this.
Yes. Basically, anytime it focuses on any one particular person.
Any old white man.
Celebrity cameo.
Yeah. The Muppets could beat the Avengers easily. And let's talk about that. Honestly, you can't really go wrong with this Muppets. I give this 10 dancing pigs out of 10. So true, Jake. Thank you.
True.
Thank you. What are our final thoughts?
4 out of 10.
Okay, Roger Ebert. You son of a bitch.
It's not perfect to me.
You literally just said this movie is so funny.
This movie is so funny.
Do you mean 4 out of 5?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, did I say 4 out of 10?
Yes.
Oh, shit.
That's why I was like...
4 out of 5.
That makes more sense. I'm like, what? You literally just said this movie is so funny.
4 out of 10. No,
Woo!
4 out of 5.
Okay,
this
that
movie's so
I
good.
understand.
Like I said, if I was wanting to do like a camp marathon, this would easily fall into that. Like, I don't know. Like, Airplane is camp, right? Because it's just over the top, but it knows that it is.
I'm just like so aware of how much you're saying camp. I'm thinking of the listeners that are drinking.
Y'all are
that
drunk.
are wasted from you saying camp.
They're getting their stomachs pumped right now. Did that make sense? Did I just slur my words?
I understood it.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I just think it's lovely. Did you try the chicken? I thought the chicken was lovely. No, this is a good movie. I think it's fun. I think it's camp. I think it has its moments. I think it has its moments where it is a little like low energy. But I think if you're invested and like having a good time with it, I think this is a movie that you could put on with friends and you would all have fun. Queer friends. They can't be straight. Straight friends won't get this movie. No offense to straight people. I don't think they'll get it.
Okay.
Straight people don't get comedy unless it's about boobs and girls and whatever the hell early 2000s comedians would talk about.
I'm going to give this a 5 because it is a Muppets film and I think it's incredible.
Period. Full stop. Nothing more, nothing less.
Like, there's so much good. I love that this feels very movie musical of like back in the day. Like a Mary Poppins, Willy Wonka.
The way it looks is really pretty too. It reads like that, like old, like
yeah.
Like I want to watch like American Werewolf in London. I want to watch just like older films, like 80s, 70s, not like horror movies, but like comedies, like those like genuinely like almost like highbrow comedies where you have to be a little smart to figure out the joke.
Highbrow Street.
I
think the Muppets on Bikes, incredible, and we got so much of it in this
the innovation from the Jim Henson like company to like figure out all the little things they had to do for this.
The Miss Piggy underwater sequence, incredible. The opening number,
I would like to
incredible.
Know who owns that Miss Piggy suit, and can I have it?
I don't know, but like they really stepped it up here. It's
yeah.
like I love the Muppet movie, obviously, but it wasn't as big of like a spectacle as this one, where it felt like an old like Hollywood movie musical.
Yeah,
and we love that. I would still say my favorite is the next one that we're going to talk about, The Muppets Take Manhattan, but they're all like very different, and that's what's great about them.
The club sequence is also so pretty because it feels elegant and like I don't know. I want to go. I wish I. No, I don't want to say I wish like I was born back not in this time because it's probably not that great for me personally because a brown queer person probably would be dead. But like there's something about that like that weird like luxury of like white room, jazz band in the back. Like, just everyone...
I mean, it's no Rainforest Cafe.
It's no Rainforest Cafe.
It looks pretty nice,
It
you
looks
know?
nice.
And with that, let's give a shout out to the one, the only.
Iris is our podcast artist. You can find her, support her, see what she's been doing, see what she's up to. DM her. Be her friend. You don't have to do those last ones. But you can find her and support her on Twitter and Instagram, because you know that's free. It's always free to support someone. Give them a couple likes. Put them on the algorithm. Get the computers to know that they're important. At Creamsicle Panda, both on Twitter and Instagram. You can also financially support her on Twitter through her tip jar or on Patreon at patreon.com/creamsiclepanda. Just like you can us, because we also have places where you can support us.
Yes, we are on Twitter, Instagram, and Twitch at Planet Weird Pod. Reminder that we are streaming this Friday, this Saturday, sorry, the 7th.
I'm probably gonna figure out I'm probably gonna readjust some streaming stuff right now too when you leave.
Okay, well, we're gonna be doing a Star Wars stream.
It's Star.
Some Battlefront, so come hang out on the stream. We'll post it up when we're starting, so you know. But just in case, if you're listening to this on Friday or on Saturday morning,
I should probably download Battlefront onto my PS5.
Should you be talking while I'm talking right now?
Maybe.
So Saturday night, we'll be streaming. So come say hey. What time did I say? I think I said
7.
I wrote it down. Everyone hold. 5 p.m. AZ time.
Oh. You're right.
5 p.m. AZ time, okay? Y'all can figure out what that is in your places. Patreon, thank you so much to the people that support us over on Patreon. You get, bonus stuff. Bonus episode every month for $10 and up. $5 and up will get you... the video version of this podcast and the previous ones that we've been doing over on the YouTube. So if you want to see what we look like right now, go sign up for $5, And if you sign up for the bonus episode one now, $10, you'll get this month's bonus episode, which we will figure out what we're doing. You get last month's and you get the one before that. So we got some in the bank that you can go listen to. But thank you, everyone that supports us on Patreon. We very much appreciate it. That's Aisa Yusuf, Grace Worspawn, Alexa Pratt, Emily Palmer, Whitney Harris, Jared Van Leeuwen, Jose Contreras Jr., Enrique Buenrostro, Vo, Natalie Hernandez, and Ivy.
Go to London.
Okay.
I think we've been doing a lot of go this place, go that place.
Whatever.
No. Let's be unique.
I mean, you could do Ivy Groden for the actor that played Nikki Holiday.
Ivy Groden.
Go to London is fine too. Anywho, also if you haven't before, take a couple minutes to rate and review the show on iTunes or Apple Podcasts, whatever you want to call it.
And as they say, if you can't say anything nice, shut the fuck up.
Go leave us a 5-star review and just tell us something. Anything. Even if it's just about what you're doing right now. What are you doing today? Let us know.
Yeah, do that thing that people used to do with old Facebook and be like, just got a...
Juan Oliveros is hanging out at home.
Woo! Having a fun time doing my essays.
Merch, link in the descriptions below. Like I said, Twitch stream this Saturday, the 7th. And next week, Muppet Movie Made continues.
Oh,
Shut
God.
up, bird. I know we're all excited about Muppet Movie Made, but calm down. Next week, we will return with an episode on The Muppets Take Manhattan.
Oh, God, and they're going to take that Manhattan, and they're going to put it so far up your...
The movie is available on Disney Plus. Or no, actually, this one isn't. And this one actually just left HBO Max today.
What the fuck?
Sad. But if you're like me and you own it already, easy. Go rent it, or maybe you can find it. I don't know,
GG
man.
easy.
But this one, we will be watching on my iTunes account. I have it on my iTunes.
Okay.
It's because this movie and Muppets from Space, there's like different licensing stuff. So these ones aren't on Disney Plus. It's a thing.
Well, if you guys want Sarah's iTunes login, let me know. I'll give it to you behind her back.
Anyways, it has been such a delightful time talking about everyone's favorite Muppet film featuring an underwater sequence with Miss Piggy.
Ah, gorgeous. Oh, my butt.
We are hot, we are sweaty, so we are going
to go eat spaghetti.
Goodbye.
See you later for alligators.
There'll be mystery and catastrophe, but it's all in fun. You pay the money, wait and see. Wait a movie.